as I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity. What with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder. If someone
Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Welcome to Upper Hogsfield. Charming hamlet.
Who lived here, I wonder? This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Protego! Accio!
Stupid! More than luck!
Accio!
You may want
Confringo!
No!
Accio! Descendo! Glacius! Confringo! hall clumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sarone. Better have a look around, see if I can find that piece of letters. That's all the hall clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio! Confringo! Lumos. Confringo! Lumos. Confringo! Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll. Avoid it altogether. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacier! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Glacius! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Protego! Stupid one! Confringo! Stupid one! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Should think they felt that in London. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sorona. I think that's everything. Confringo! Glacis! Expelliarmus!
They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a nogtail.
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
You'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacular he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacular in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit, and I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the venomous tentacular for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacular. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacular.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be it. This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacle? Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could be? Stop! Stop, bandit!
Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could be stirring in the cellar? Must have been the spiders.
Revelio. Hello, Hamora. Accio. Confringo. Descendo. Many spiders. It's a wonder they haven't. Accio. Descendo. Confringo. Glacius. Accio. Descendo. Revelio. Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Revelio.
What could be stirring in the cellar? Stop! Stop, bandit!
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. So many spiders. It's a wonder. The whole house. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Completed that errand for me yet?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
Ready for a little change in fashion, are we?
Plenty to choose from here, so take your time. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by...
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Wonder who lives here. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Accio! Confringo! Sendo! Glacier! Confringo! Potato! Incendio! Confringo! Glaciers! Is that Infurious wearing a woolen jumper? That must be Bardolph. Confringo! Potato! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Glaciers! Descending! I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. Revelio. An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him. Revelio. This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd!
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph, my dear, dear brother.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. My apologies. I've not been myself since we last met. Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. It's Ranrock I have to thank for losing Bardolph. If only I could somehow rid our hamlet of these monsters. I'm simply at my wit's end.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. I can't believe he's never coming home. Part of me wants to avenge the loss of my brother, whilst another part of me simply wants to hide.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear.
hear you. Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again.
Half a bottle of flabbergasted leech, stirred quick.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
How nice of you to stop by.
One of Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
One less shoot. Wizards are running scared. How nice and such arrogance. Good for you.
Descending. Incendiary. Confringo. One camp down, one more to go. Revelio. Revelio.
This is sad. Up for a bit of dying, are we? No. You'd have defeated our enchantment on the spell.
Incendio! Confring! Glacier! Stupid! Incendio!
I won't rest until you're
Confringo!
dead.
Glacier!
Not quiet enough.
Confringo!
One less human to worry about. One less human to worry about.
Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo!
I won't rest. Dead.
Glacier! Incendio! Incendio! Protego!
I'll cut you from shoes to shadow.
Incendio!
I will make
Glacier! Protego! Stupid!
you find it. I won't rest. Dead.
Confringo!
I will make
Glacier!
you pay.
Incendio! Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. Revelio.
I do miss the bustle of business.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out. How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
Oh, I wish my brother could have done what you did. Perhaps he'd still be with me now. I'm especially grateful. You did, for Bardolph, what I could not. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
I do appreciate what you went through. Thank you. Sincerely. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through. Oh, hello. Happened to Bardolph.
New instruments are expensive, you know.